Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all well. Today I would like to introduce in detail one of the most beautiful Aeonium in the world that is native to Canary Island. Previously I have made a video number 148, about Aeonium family. Aeonium family is extremely a very large family, and also it is one of the most beautiful, hardiest plant of all, and also has a common name that is known as giant velvet rose. Aeonium comes from a Greek word known as Aeonis. Aeonis in Greek language means ageless, means the plant is having such a strong strength that can grow for years and years and also reproduce by itself by nature, propagation, and also cutting. Every piece of it that is dropped on the ground, it will root, and also one of the most beautiful behavioral that this plant has, it will create such a gorgeous, nice shape, as you see. With the branches, look like a candelabras. Now, Aeonium is a member of the Crassulaceae family. This family is one of the most giant family of all, and the genus known as Aeonium, and a species is the one you see on the screen, which is known as canariensis, and native, as I said, to Canary Island. The word Aeonium comes from an ancient Greek word, means Aeonis, which means ageless. This succulent is not only grow big, almost 2 feet tall, but compared to rest of the member of the family is considered as a small plant, because some of the Aeonium, like a black rose, can grow several feet tall. This particular variety has a very lavishing, gorgeous body structure, and sometime during the time of growth, the plant create a very beautiful cresting, which you see right here, that the trunk of the plant turns to be flat and is known as crested, and the top of that become massively with the small buds of the plant that usually during the stress time of the heat of summer and during the also too much sun during the day, the leaf of a plant close in and become a very beautiful bouquet. Why become like that? This is a behavioral that this plant has, which is closing up to preserve the moisture, not to be very flat like this, and the heat dry out most of the moistures inside of the plant. I like to take you to another plant and show you generally how it grows. This is generally the shape of the Aeonium canariensis. If the heat is not very intense, they are light green and they are very beautiful. But as the heat goes up, you see on the top, when the heat comes right on the top of the plant leaves close to the center. These ones are open right here. This is a little bit less heat than this one, but more than the other ones, so it's about to close. This is a sunburst. It's a different variety, which also is giant. I have explained about all of those in the other video, 148. Here you see many branches of this beautiful canariensis. It is very gorgeous. In the background of this particular one you see euphorbia, which I'm going to make video about it. But our subject today is Aeonium canariensis, which it is very beautiful. Here you see very much the order of the leaves in the center, which is very, very gorgeous and nice. And as you see here, there are little buds that you can separate and propagate. And this one over here is a miniature black rose. It's another variety, which I have spoke about. The Aeonium is a very evergreen type of the succulent. So during the summer, fall, spring, and winter, they always green and beautiful. But during the summer, has a tendency to create some kind of the shade of the pinkish and yellowish on the edge of the petals, which I show you right here. Which they are adding some sort of beauty to the color and also entire plant. You see, these ones are more reddish, orangish, yellowish color. Other variety of the Aeonium, as I have said, has a tendency to grow very giant. But this particular variety is more considered as a compact. So it's beautiful for pottery or putting it in the ground for landscaping. Entire family of Aeonium produces beautiful yellow flower, which you see on the corner of the screen, and they have a very giant flowers, which they are very beautiful. Regarding the close-up of the leaves, generally this happens when the temperature is above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. As you see, this is the Aeonium canariensis that it is planted in the ground, and they had a beautiful flower. When the flower dries out, first is this color up there, and then it slowly turns to be darker orange and then almost black color. These are all seed pods. So when the wind comes, this will travel anywhere else and create new growth of the babies in the ground. I like to explain for you that when you are pulling these seeds, it has to be a process to get a seed out like this. Look at that. And then there is a little tiny black seeds in there. It's a little bit bright, it's hard to see it. You see right there, right here. And this will fall on the ground and will grow. So sometime in the future, in the fall, I clean up this again and give them a little fertilizer, and that's it. This is a beautiful, gorgeous Aeonium bud, and these are the seed pods, which is massively a lot. The method of propagation of Aeonium is either cutting, like we see, like this one, or seedling. Generally, this is what you need to do. You cut it like this and you place it in the soil and it will propagate by itself very easily. Or you can propagate it by the leaves. You're separating the leaves like this. You put it in the tray in order as the size are, and you let it root, and then diagonally you place it in the soil and you create. These are the babies that during the time when the plant has a seed and the wind carries the seed to other area of the pot or other pots, this little babies grows. Or you can always separate from buds of the plant right here and do the separation like this one over here. You separate them, you cut them, and then you propagate them. It's very, very easy to propagate Aeonium. It doesn't give you any hard time, and also is generally 100% guaranteed the propagation. Aeonium canariensis is not among the very extreme rare species, but they are among the very good and beautiful variety of the Aeonium. And I would like to give you more detailed information about other variety during the time as we go on. I hope you like this video. This is about this particular canariensis variety. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and also share my video with your friends and relatives. Subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment if you have any questions about them. At this time, I'm wrapping up this video. Thank you so much for your time watching my videos. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.